What toxic family tradition did you break that cost you everything? Growing up, my family had this tradition where the eldest son would drop out of school at 16 to take over the family construction business. My great-grandfather started this tradition during the Great Depression, and since then, every eldest son had followed it without question. My older brother Brandon was supposed to be next, but when he turned 16, he got hit by a drunk driver and died. Suddenly, all eyes turned to me. I was only 13, but my dad started bringing me to job sites every weekend, teaching me how to lay bricks and install drywall. By 15, my hands were calloused and scarred. While my friends worried about homecoming dates, I was learning about building permits and contractor licenses. My mom would proudly tell everyone, "Blake's going to be the 4th generation to run the business." But I had different dreams. I was top of my class in math and science. My physics teacher, Mrs. West, kept telling me I could get a full scholarship to study engineering. When I showed my dad my straight A's, he just shrugged and said, "Book smarts don't build houses." The summer before I turned 16, Dad hired me full-time. He marched into my school and withdrew me, not even letting me finish sophomore year. That first day at work, he gathered all the crews and announced, "My boys following tradition, just like I did, just like my father did." Everyone clapped. I stood there in my oversized work boots, feeling like I couldn't breathe. For 6 months, I worked 12-hour days. My friends stopped calling. My hands bled. Every night, I'd lie in bed looking at college brochures I'd hidden under my mattress. Then one day, Mrs. West showed up at our job site. She had my college applications, already filled out. She'd been tracking my progress since freshman year and wasn't about to let me throw it all away. My dad found the applications in my truck. He ripped them to shreds right there in the parking lot. "No son of mine is abandoning his family's legacy," he shouted. The other workers pretended not to watch. That night at dinner, I finally stood up to him. I said I wanted to go to college, become an engineer. My dad slammed his fist on the table so hard his coffee mug shattered. "You ungrateful little shit," he spat. "After everything this family's built?" My mom just sat there, tears rolling down her face. My younger sister Amy squeezed my hand under the table. The next morning, I woke up at 4 a.m. and packed my bags. Mrs. West had helped me secure emergency housing at a local youth shelter. As I was walking out, Amy caught me. Instead of trying to stop me, she handed me her savings, $342 she'd been hiding in her teddy bear. I took 3 buses to get to the shelter. By noon, my phone had 47 missed calls. My dad had told everyone I was having a mental breakdown. My uncles, cousins, even our employees were calling, telling me to man up and accept my responsibility. I blocked them all and enrolled in the local high school to finish my degree. I worked nights at a gas station, sleeping only 4 hours between shifts. But for the first time in my life, I was choosing my own path. When graduation came, Mrs. West was the only one there cheering for me. I got that full scholarship she'd promised. My family didn't speak to me for 2 years. Then my dad had an accident at work, fell off a scaffold, shattered his spine. Suddenly they needed me again. My uncle called, begging me to come home and take over the business. "It's what Brandon would have wanted," he said. I drove straight to the hospital. My dad was lying there, looking small in his hospital bed. When he saw me, he tried to smile. "I knew you'd come back," he whispered. "The business is yours now." I pulled out my iPad and showed him the designs for the safety harness I'd engineered, one that could have prevented his fall. "I'm not taking over the business," I said, "but I'd like to make it safer." He started yelling, same as always. I walked out of his hospital room and never looked back. That safety harness is now required equipment on all major construction sites in our state. My family still won't speak to me.